Hey guys, today is actually July 21st. Tomorrow we are going to take the train to Tibet. Today we're gonna just still hang out in Qinghai province. Our next destination is Qinghai Lake. It's probably the biggest lake in China. So just finish our breakfast. So yeah, let's go. Hey, what's up? We are 50 kilometers away from the Qinghai Lake. So probably will take us around 30 minutes to get there. So right now we find a pretty nice place over here, some mountain, some hill with some greens. So there's also a place you can, ride horses. We're not gonna ride horses, just gonna walk around and then keep going. Yo, what's up? Just arrived this tiny little town. It's not tiny, to be honest. It's called Black Horse Town, which is pretty close to the Qinghai Lake now, which is our final destination for this Qinghai trip. So yeah, as you can see, there are a lot of restaurants on both sides of the main streets. So we just pick one restaurant. It's just gonna have our quick lunch. And by the way, the scenery along the way when we drive by, it was stunning, guys. It's fantastic. I never see something similar before. Maybe in Australia I have seen similar views. Basically all the grasslands extend to the end of the horizon, and a bunch of animals like horses, like Tibetan cows and sheep. So yeah, I'm gonna quit talking and just get inside the restaurant, have some food. My family are waiting now. So we're gonna try some, I don't know, local Xining food, I guess.
I wish you were here now, by the fire, stoking the flame. Can hear Santa driving the sleigh.
Lunch is over. Right now we are actually next to the Qinghai Lake. Like I mentioned before, Qinghai Lake is probably the biggest lake in China. Actually, yes, it is the biggest lake in China. We found a pretty beautiful spot. They got some yellow flower, and on the other side is Qinghai Lake. So yeah, Qinghai is beautiful. They have different kind of geological scenery. They have grassland, deserts, lake. So if you've never been to Qinghai province, I think you can spend a few days, maybe 7 days might be ideal. We haven't had enough time to do the round trip, but basically what people do is that they rent a car or a van. They do a round trip around the Qinghai province, and there are some other area in the upper north region of Qinghai we didn't get a chance to visit this time. But yeah, hopefully next time we can come here, Alright guys, right now we are next to the Qinghai Lake, the biggest lake in China. As you can see, the water is over here. It's pretty clear. Yeah, and there are actually a lot of fish inside, believe it or not. You can see it. And according to the locals over here, they say they are national preserved species, so which means you can hunt them, you can capture them and eat them. So yeah, we're just gonna walk over here and enjoy the scenery. Yeah. Alright guys, right now we have arrived at our final stop. This is called Jian, which is another attraction site next to the Qinghai Lake. So actually today we're gonna live inside this attraction site. As you can see, there are a ton of people waiting to get inside this attraction site, but we're actually lucky. Our hotel is actually inside this attraction site, so we don't need to pay the ticket, and also we don't have to wait the huge line. Guys, right now we just get inside this attraction site. We are next to the hotel. We have heard some bad news from the staff. They said they have experienced some electricity shortage. They are working to fix it, but not guaranteed they can fix it. So probably we won't be able to do shower. They still have some backup generator, but they can only maintain the regular lights. So anyways, let's just get inside the hotel. We're gonna check in and then find a place to have our dinner and finish our day. We just finished our check-in process. Alright guys, we are inside. Well, to be honest, I don't think that's a pretty decent setup. So we got 2 beds over here and 1 TV over here, and as you can see from the detail, everything is kind of outdated. I think this hotel is probably built around the 90s, just based on my personal experience. The wall is painted, but it's kind of messy, you know. This room is about 700 RMB per night, which I think is kind of expensive. In some other 3rd or 4th tier cities, usually the same setup costs you around 100 RMB, right? But we do have some pretty decent view, you know. So here from the window, you can actually see the Qinghai Lake. Alright, just check into our hotel, and now we are actually several minutes away from the hotel. Gonna quickly have our dinner, and that's it for today. So yeah, not much to show you guys. Probably I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? Hey, good morning everybody. Just woke up. We just checked out our hotel. Our hotel is actually right over there. So remember, we are living inside the attraction site. It's a public park, and it charges you 90 RMB for the entrance ticket. Because we live there, so we don't have to pay for the ticket. But we didn't actually spend time to, you know, enjoy that park, because we feel like that park is kind of meaningless, you know. I actually prefer this place, you know. This place is completely free, and all those natural scenery is beautiful. So yes, once again, we are coming here for natural scenery, not for those like fancy facility, right? Over there inside this park, they pour all those concrete road and those buildings. It just kind of looks natural, you know. It doesn't fit into this Qinghai Lake. So yeah, if you ever come here, I definitely recommend you just to come to this place. Actually, there are a lot of great places around this Qinghai Lake, so don't go to that stupid park. So it's kind of meaningless, you know. And also it's super crowded, and they charge you 90 RMB for that, right? And don't live inside that crappy hotel. It's 700 RMB per day, and all the facility are kind of outdated. So yeah, just come here, you know, enjoy the natural scenery. It's completely free. You can even pay some money to ride some horses or Tibetan cow. So yeah, I like here. So anyways, I think we're just gonna spend some time over here, and then we're gonna head on the road, go to Xining airport. So remember, we are gonna take the sleeper train to Tibet, but my wife cannot go there because she is from Taiwan. So people from Taiwan cannot go to Tibet without a permit, and right now it's almost impossible to get a permit. Me, my grandpa, and my dad, we're gonna take the sleeper train to go to Tibet. So yeah, but before we go to Tibet, we have to go to the Xining airport just to drop off my wife and my auntie. So here it says respect others, do not force foreign guests to take photo with you, do not sneeze to others. That's my first time seeing this kind of slogan over here. Really interesting. Oh, by the way, right now we are at Sun Moon Mountain. Yeah, the scenery here is pretty decent. You can actually get to the top of the hill. There are 2 hills. One is called the sun, the other is called the moon, but we're not gonna go there because they charge 40 RMB to get up there. So Okay guys, right now we are at the city center of Xining. By the way, Xining is the capital of Qinghai province, so it's probably the biggest city in Qinghai, but I'm still got blown away by so many tall buildings here. I mean, who's gonna live in those buildings in the future? But anyways, probably gonna figure that out, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So right now we just find a pretty popular local restaurant here. Alright guys, just finished our lunch. I think this is probably one of the best meal we have ever had for this entire trip. Of course, this is probably one of the best restaurant in this capital city, right? So everything is professionally done. Yeah, so I like the yogurt. The lamb is also very good. It doesn't have any kind of weird smell. We also tried a bunch of wild plants, and that tastes pretty unique. And so yeah, I kind of recommend this place. A little bit expensive, but that's okay. That's what you expect if you have a meal in one of the famous restaurants here, right? I think that's pretty much it for our Qinghai trips. We're just gonna quickly drive my auntie and my wife to the airport, and then we have a train to catch. Finally, we are at the Xining train station. Just drop off my wife and auntie at the airport. Our train departure at around 8 p.m. Right now, I think it's about 4 or 5 p.m. So we still have plenty of time. We're not in big rush. Just gonna find a place, take some breaks. Alright guys, here it is. That's our train to Tibet. I'm super excited right now. So let's just quickly get on the train. And after that, we should give you guys a tour, alright?